So beta, we are going to start consumer protection today, and this is the last unit of your syllabus. Now, what is consumer protection? It refers to the steps taken to protect the consumer against the unfair practices of producers and the sellers. Producers and sellers are doing some unfair trade practices, and just we want to save our consumers from their exploitation, and those steps which we are taking to prevent the exploitation, that is called consumer protection. To protect the consumer against the unfair practices of the producers and seller is called consumer protection. Today consumer is called the king of the market. He is at the centrage of all the marketing activities. It is the constant endeavor of the producers that production of the product must conform to the needs of the consumers. So in addition to the satisfaction of consumer, it is also the endeavor of the producers that their sales should be maximum. They therefore try to increase their sale by all possible means. But some activities are done by sellers and producers. Sometimes they are hoarding the products, then they are black marketing the products, they are mixing some inferior goods in that is called adulteration. So these kind of malpractices are present in the business, and just we want to protect our consumer from these activities. This is called consumer protection. Whatever steps we are taking, that is called consumer protection. Next is bache, by all possible means they want to increase their sale. Some of the means adopted to increase the sale are such as to serve the interest of both the producer and the consumer. For example, improvement in the quality, it will serve the producer as well as the consumer. Reduction in prices, clear and decent advertisement, then after sale services. So consumer protection, which we are protecting our consumer from exploitation of the producer, like adulteration of the consumer goods, mixing some inferior products, then poor quality of the goods and services, misleading advertisements. If any soap says that it can change your complexion within 7 days, it is a misleading advertisement. So you have to be saved from that. Short measuring and underweight the goods, and then creation of artificial scarcity by holding of goods. There are a lot of exploitations prevailing in the market at present. We just want to protect the consumer from this, and whatever steps we are taking, that is called consumer protection. So some examples of consumer exploitation in India: a manufacturer of sunflower oil claims in the advertisement published in a national newspaper that his oil is rich in vitamins, minerals, and proteins. On testing, all claims were found false. This is actually happened. One sunflower oil manufacturer claimed that it is rich in vitamins, minerals, and proteins, but on testing, it was found false. It was not true. So, this kind of activities are the kind of exploitations which are present in the market right now. So importance of consumer protection is not in the syllabus right now. We will start with the reliefs, remedies available to consumers. Reliefs or remedies. Beta, if something wrong happened to us, some producer have exploited us, what we can do? We can go to consumer court. If any producer has exploited us, we can file a complaint against him in consumer court. Then what orders, what relief, what remedies court can order for us? What court can do for us? Under this act, the remedies available to consumer are as follows. फर्स्ट इज बच्चे रिमूवल ऑफ डिफेक्ट्स. Removal of defects. If after proper testing the product proves to be defective, then the remove its defect order can be passed by the authority concerned. Then court can order to remove the defect. It can order, court can order the producer to remove the defect in the product. Then बचे replacement of goods. Replacement of goods. If removal of defect is not possible, what second alternate is available to us? Second is बच्चे replacement of goods. Order can be passed to replace the defective products by a new non-defective product of the same type. If possible, defect can be removed. If not possible, then the product can be replaced. If you can't replace the product, what court will order? Refund of price. Return the money. Court will say if you can't remove the defect, if you don't want to replace the goods, just refund the money. Order can be passed to refund the price paid by the complainant for the product. Award of compensation. Award of compensation. If because of the negligence of the seller, a consumer suffers physical or any other loss, then compensation for that loss can be demanded for. You can ask for the compensation. Then removal of deficiency in service. Removal of deficiency in service. Sometimes service is also defective. How? If there is any deficiency in delivery of service, then orders can be passed to remove that deficiency. For example, if an insurance company makes unnecessary delay in giving final touch to the claim, then under this act, orders can be passed to immediately finalize the claim. If some insurance company or some bank or any other service provider are not paying attention to our problem and they are not doing their services properly, so order can be passed by the court to remove the deficiency in the services also. Then बचे discontinuance of unfair trade practices. Discontinuance of unfair trade practices. If a complaint is filed against unfair, restrictive, or trade practices, then under the Act, that practice can be banned with immediate effect. For example, if a gas company makes it compulsory for a consumer to buy gas stove with the gas connection, then this type of restrictive trade practice can be checked with immediate effect. If any producer is doing some unfair trade practices, then court can order for the discontinuance of the same. Then बच्चे stopping the sale of hazardous goods. Stopping the sale of hazardous goods. Products which can prove hazardous for the life, their sale can be stopped. Once Maggie was proved hazardous for the life, it was containing something which was not good for health. So the sale of Maggie was stopped at once. Then बच्चे withdrawal of hazardous goods from the market. So, on seeing the serious adverse effects of hazardous goods on the consumers, such goods can be withdrawn from the market. The objective of doing so that such products should not be offered for sale. At that moment, all the packets of Maggi was called back by the company. They took back the whole product and they have destroyed it just to safeguard the health of public. So, if goods are already in the market and it is proved that they are not good for the health of a consumer, they should be called back. They should be withdrawn from the market. Last is बचे payment of adequate cost. Payment of adequate cost. In the end, there is a provision in this act that the trader should pay adequate cost to the victim concerned. If victim have suffered any type of problem related to this product due to this product, then they can ask adequate cost and it will be paid by the company. So these are the reliefs and remedies provided by Consumer Protection Act. If you will go to consumer court can order any of these 9 remedies to you. If possible, the defect of the product will be removed. If defect cannot be removed, the good will be replaced. If replacement is not possible, then price will be refunded to you. Then if you have suffered any loss due to that product, you will be given a award of compensation. Then if there is any deficiency in service, it will be removed. And if there is any unfair trade practices prevailing in the market, it should be discontinued. Then if there is any hazardous goods, it is proved that they are hazardous, their sale should be stopped, and if they have already reached the market, they should be withdrawn from the market. And payment of adequate cost. If you have suffered any loss due to any malpractices by the traders, you should ask for the cost and it will be provided to you.